I'm doing it. We're doing it right now. You may not think that we're actually doing it, but you would be wrong because we're still doing it. As in the stream. Oh man, I hate that this new YouTube thing that puts everything to the side. I can't see what I need to see. Right, so today I'm gonna be animating more avatar stuff. And that being said, I'm gonna first do a very quick art feedback thingamajig, and then we're gonna jump right into all the rest. Do I have all the things that I need popping up and all the things that I need them to pop up at? Believe I do. Alright, I think we're good to go. Right, so I'm gonna record this. So Zim sent this animation and asked for some feedback. I'm gonna start by giving him some feedback. Where's my glove? Okay, I don't know my glove is. Where is the glove? Stop recording. Also, I have a bunch of things that is recorded here that is not necessary, isn't not at all. Where is it? Oh man. Come on. Where is my... There you go. There it is. Found it. I found it. Hello. Hello Tuki. That is Zim's animation. He asked for a review. I'm gonna review it for him. I was just trying to find my glove. Alright. Recording. So let's review this animation for Zim. Boom. Spider-Man jumps in. I can't see anything because of reflections. And then he puts his phone in the thing. Right, so this is quite cool. I think there's some posing things that could make this better. Mainly, I think the main issues that I've spotted is based on posing. There is a bunch of poses where it makes the character feel a bit broken. There's a feeling I'm getting in this landing poses. It kind of feels like, landing here. His poses kind of feel like that, instead of going on like a straight line. I'm not sure if this is a straight line. There, yeah, so this feet feels like it would land here if it kept going straight, but then it lands here. So that's a bit jarring, like the feet actually goes like that. It's so fast, it happens in a few frames that you kind of miss it. So I had to watch it to figure out if what that actually is. I think that could be helped, like you should put this on basically a track where the feet is traveling, especially because that's the first thing that makes contact, and make sure it lands where this thing is pointing at here and not here. Then you can do like a little feet adjustment and make it go up, and after it lands it's sliding here, so when the feet is connected it still keeps going up, which makes it lose the weight that it's carrying, because as the first thing that lands it's kind of has to have the rest of the weight pushing onto it, and it has to be the strong stable thing that carries everything, but instead it's sliding. When that slides it makes it lose that impact altogether. And I'm now just realizing there's some camera motion here. I can only tell that the camera motion is happening because of this thing moving. If there was some perspective objects in the background like boxes or something, then I could actually track what the camera is doing, and maybe we would find out this is actually landing in the correct place. Well, maybe the camera moves in between these two frames and that's why the feet is in the other place. But this feet right here is definitely sliding, which is a big problem. Right, so we went through that. I'm just gonna quickly erase all these like extra drawings I did, and then I want to draw some nice poses for this. Right, and I'll do blue because he's already... Right, so this is our first pose. This here, what we see is called stacking. So if you wanna communicate a pose, every pose you have to consider its silhouette. So if I if I cover this part in, because it really, like, it still matters with the color differences and stuff that it adds to the pose, but the first thing that everyone's gonna immediately zone in on whenever you're like doing a pose, it's gonna be the silhouette. So if I look at the silhouette of this pose, I can't really tell what this stuff is here. This area is a bit confusing and it's a bit lost for me, and that's because it has stacking. And when you have two objects standing like this, and if they go a bit like that, you can see the side of this is intersecting my other hand, so then I immediately have the correct information to know like this is front, this is back. But if you put it like this, then it becomes like very hard to understand what's happening. So this pose is kind of suffering from that. So let me just find the blue here and then try to do a better pose here. Right, so here, if this is your curve, see this leg is nice. I think there's something wrong with the knee bend direction. I think it should be a bit more like that. But regarding this one, we can just make this a lot clearer if we just move the knee out a little bit, and then we move the feet away from where the hip is collapsing, and then you can even rotate your toes a little bit to the side to get a pose that is a bit more like this, and this is gonna be a lot clearer of a pose. And then we can go back again and do the same thing with it here and fill this whole thing in like that. And then just before getting introduced to what the costume looks like and what the Spider-Man looks like or something, you immediately get a very clear pose of like you can understand what this is, as opposed to the what it is like right now where it has that stacking. That's one thing. Another thing is this wrist is very broken. It shouldn't be like this at all. Especially also here, it's really broken. It's like pushed way too much, and then it lands here. So when we're making like impacts, when you have like something moving and then coming to a full stop, what you wanna tell the audience is the contrast. So with like the bouncing ball example, if the ball is falling down, you know, it stretches because it's going faster, and the part it hits the ground, it's gonna like splay out and squash. But what's really making this impact be sold for you is that in this pose you have the vertically the highest stretch, and then suddenly you have the smallest vertical stretch, and you suddenly have a horizontal stretch. So this is a big contrast. Like something from being like this to being like this is a very small contrast, but something from being like this to like this is a huge contrast. This is a big difference. So seeing that like suddenly something was straight and now it's like sideways, it like flashes in your head, and then that's when you feel like a slap, like something fucking came to like a full stop. And we're missing that with the hand pose because it's already like this and then it stops here, so there is no contrast in the hand. Where if the hand was trying to reach it, then it's stopped like that. If you saw this like wrist bending, like it was reaching like this and he wanted to stay like this, he wanted to touch here, but the second makes contact like the squashing ball, it suddenly goes like that. That's when you'd have the bigger impact. And also, regardless of that, anatomically this is broken. So I would have a pose that's more like that, something that's reaching a bit more like this. And the finger poses feels a bit like default. I see some bends in there. I don't know if it comes from the rig, but fingers are super expressive. Like if you see a hand like this versus a hand like this, it really sells the like the anxiety of the character. You know, like just having a fist or like having a hand like this versus like having a hand that's like very loose. It's really communicates what the feeling of the character is. And when you have a default hand, it kind of feels like an expressionless face. I know finger posing takes a little bit of time sometimes, especially the go-to thing for everyone is to grab all the controllers and rotate them up and down like this. And again, this becomes like a very symmetrical thing, and then this is very boring. So you do have to actually spend some time and like make some decisions between like negative spaces in between the fingers to get like a cool pose. But the cool thing is once you have one or two cool poses, you don't have to like keep making like a bunch of finger poses for every frame. Just spend some time every now and then, and you can like keep using that same pose throughout most of the shot, and it would be fine. But this feels very dead. It's like it's basically like a face that's like this. It doesn't have, it's not saying anything. So, and then this is broken as we said. So I would have a pose that's a bit more like that, and you can use this to sell the idea that like he's trying to reach to the part that he's gonna be holding. So I would keep that, what's this thing? I would keep that all the way here, still like trying to reach like that, and then here suddenly you can go up to a pose like that. And this is another pose where once you reach this pose, throughout the whole animation it kind of basically stays there almost, does a little hand correction afterwards. But since you're staying here, you can, like, you're gonna spend like 10-15 frames there, so you can make like a nice, you know, Spider-Man pose, like put this thumb out there, show that this hand is like playing like that, maybe one of them is like going a bit further. You can make like a nice interesting pose because you're gonna like reuse it throughout so many of the frames. And this has the same issue of it feels like this is the direction of this hand moving, like here it's pointing at, and then it ends up playing here instead of here. So that also makes it lose some impact, because once you're jumping, once you're in the midair about to land on something, you don't really have too much control. So like if you're pointing something and just before you hit you go here, if you go like whoa, this, it really makes it breaks the feeling of like when the hand places in the correct place. Yeah, it breaks the feeling of the impact. Sorry, I got a bit confused. I read something. So this is nice that you have a straight leg here and then suddenly it becomes a bent leg. That's the same stretch and squash thing that we were talking about that helps it sell the impact. But I think it would have been better if this pose, so the hip is pointing this way right now, meaning that this is pushing this up, which is correct. Like if you're standing like this completely still, and if you wanted to put more weight to the right side, and if you put your body weight over on the right of your feet, it's gonna be like that, you know. And this is gonna be, if it's bent, basically it means that it's not really carrying any weight. If it's straight, it's carrying the weight, and because it's carrying the weight, the hip is gonna tilt this way. So you're doing the right thing, but you're doing it at the frame of the contact, so you're missing the nice contrast. So if this was like that here, and then this leg also feels a bit like stacked, and the feet is just breaking the flow essentially. This feet, like, you kind of want to see something like that, but your feet kind of goes like that, and then there's a harsh cut and it just goes like 90 degrees all of a sudden. So if you had the hip like this also, so let's say you have your feet out like that, and this is straight like you have it, and like maybe this part is like pointing to the part that is trying to reach, and then the next pose you can push this hip up while you're bending this leg, and that will make it sound like, okay, like there's a big change, so it changed. So that would be good. There's these poses here that this hand is dragging behind, which is cool, but like this is where the hand is and the characters are going this way, but this hand moves a lot more like left to right rather than up and down, where it's like it's falling like this, so it's you kind of expect it to go like that. But I think you have an overall problem in this scene where if this is like the perspective view, if this is the pole and this is where the Spider-Man is gonna be, his pose is like his poses, I'm exaggerating, but his pose is like, oh, I'm falling like from, oh sorry, let me do it like that. His poses for all his limbs, it kind of feels like I'm coming down so fast, like I'm going down so fast, but instead his whole body is like moving more to left to right rather than going down. So I see the effect on that in the feet, and I see it on this hand, and I see it on this hand. So instead of like going like this and holding here, it kind of goes like that, but your poses are trying to sell it's coming from up. It might be like a camera issue that you were trying to fit them in frame, because I think if you did the right direction that I was talking about, all the poses in the beginning is gonna be out of the frame. You're not gonna see any of these because it should be a lot higher. So you would need to adjust your camera to frame Spider-Man better in the beginning frames. So we talked about that. The finger poses. There's some intersections here. It might feel unimportant, but losing the parts of your silhouette, like if you look at the silhouette of this thing, this is kind of what we see. And again, if you think of it as a silhouette and ignore what is inside the silhouette, this is missing a lot of information. Where to communicate the idea that like he's grabbing hold to this, it would be very nice to see something like this here, you know, just to be able to see that there is a connection to this like completely straight brick, where because it's intersecting, it's kind of like lost in it. Here as well, this is coming a bit too close to us. I think it would be better to communicate that by opening your leg a little bit more to this side, so you would have a bit of a cooler pose like that. And I don't know if your rig is able to do it, but it would be very nice if you could do like a foot roll and like raise your heel up, so instead of your feet being like this and like rotating up like that, if your rig can do it, it would be very cool. Like if you could do, what color is this one I'm doing? Like if you could just keep this part the same but just raise your heel. That's something that Spider-Man does a lot in most of his poses. Then you're coming here, there's an intersection on this part, and these parts I'm kind of like losing what's happening, because one thing, your feet is still sliding here, and then this hand goes inside the silhouette. And if you do the same thing here and draw your silhouette basically in like this. In Maya, you can press 7 to turn on the lights, and if there is no lights in the scene, your character is gonna get completely black, so you can just see the silhouette outline. I'm sure in Blender there's a way to do that, but you might have to kill your default lighting to be able to see that. But this is basically your silhouette right now, and when you look at that, you should be able to understand some stuff, and you should know why you can understand what you can understand. So when I look at that, I see a curve like this, and then there is a limb coming out, and it's cut by a circular shape. So that makes me understand, like in a flash, that this is probably an arm. It's cutting in a circular shape. This is probably the head. This curve is nice. I can recognize the spine and the hip relation, and then of course you have this knee here. This would be better if it was a bit more like that, so I could see a knee to understand, because it could be, I don't know what this shape could be, something else too, you know. It would be better if I could like see this like sharpness of the knee to understand. But as you can see, we completely lost the whole story with like he's actually holding a phone and is trying to not drop the phone or something. It's completely gone in this silhouette, and we can't really track that because you're stacking it in front of his body so much. So if because this is kind of about the phone, I feel like what you're trying to say is that like he's gonna swing, but to swing he needs to empty his hand, so he first puts this on his pockets and like webs it up too. I think here I just noticed that it does like a little whip thing, and then it speeds off. You kind of need to decide how to make this clearer. You can either make this clearer by like pushing it more out of the silhouette, and then like have the hand all the way here, so you could go like a little bit like whoa, like a bit more overlapping to tell that story here, which would be actually quite nice because you have a line splitting your scene, and this is like the complicated part of this line, and then you can show just the font very clearly on the other side of the frame. Or that might change your poses too much because you really need to lean forward to be able to get the font to this side. You can also decide to keep it here. That's also like a clear silhouette if you ended up with a silhouette like that. And then made sure you didn't stack this phone to any other part of the body, then it would be easier to tell that story here as well. there is some directional things in your spine where I don't think it makes a lot of sense for what he's doing. How I would do this, I'm just trying to figure out what's bothering me here. I think the bend of the torso rotation X and the hip rotation X doesn't really make sense because they're both kind of doing the same thing, where you kind of always want that to be like twisting in opposite ways to create like a nice symmetry in the pose. And since this leg is like contacting here and is like pushing the force that way, it makes sense that your hip is in this direction. But I think I would have his torso facing the other way, so then it would look something a bit more like that. So this would actually help you raise the phone up more. I think this is what I would do. I would basically try to communicate. This is left side up, this is left side down, and then you have a nice spine arc here. These movements here, when you're just moving the hand like that, if you're actually holding to like a building like this and hanging from the sides, the second you let go of your hand, you're gonna like immediately fall. So it's not that easy to just like readjust your hand while it's holding all of your upper torso. I know like Spider-Man's feet stick and he can basically not have this thing holding and still stand still, but if you wanna make your animation look like nicer and grounded, you can like use those opportunities to connect things physically to the space. So if you have your hand connecting there, you can't really just like smoothly go like, oh, I just like move my hand like this. You kind of have to do it like that. Like you have to just imagine the second you let go, you're gonna like start folding, so you have to immediately grab it back and pull yourself, and then you would have a bit of like a body motion every time you're like adjusting your hands. Or don't adjust your hand at all, would be the options that I say. Here you're doing like a little whipping motion, and I think there's something wrong with your rig because this feels very long. Like the top part of our hand needs to feel like quite flat, but so like you can do poses like that. I'm doing like a little twip pose right now. That's the thumb I'm drawing now. But in yours, it feels like there's a little like a weird bump on this all the time. It might be like a skinning issue. And where you bent from is a bit weird as well. Again, I don't know if you rigged this yourself or you got a rig, but I'll just focus on the animation side of it. And this is again creating that like stacking issue. You're basically doing like a whipping pose like that, and this is really hard to tell what it is actually doing. Where if you just showed this, I would be like, all right, this is definitely a Spider-Man whip. So you can just do it like that, you know, just put the fingers here, show me the thumb over there, so then that's like a lot clearer pose for me to see what's going on, rather than this where like these are all like stacking. Again, if I paint over it, I can't really tell what this pose is, where I can easily tell what this pose is. Yeah, I think that's enough for now. We can talk about like some impact stuff in the future here, or like when the web connects and it pulls, there isn't any connection to it. It's like he just like does this and there isn't any kind of thing, like there isn't a difference in how he's moving his hand. He's just like making a perfect arc, who happens to like whip in the middle and hold in the middle, but he's not really going like holding something and pulling it. It's just like his hand in complete motion all the time. But yeah, I think for you, I would like focus on posing more. You could try looking at some live drawings to figure out like how to get like an aesthetic gesture line, like something that's a bit more like that. For example, I don't know if you drawing a little bit, even though like you don't have to be amazing at drawing. Drawing a little bit, just doing like gesture lines, sketchy lines, will help you a lot, figuring out like what pose is better, what pose can be improved, and for stuff like that. Yeah. Also, overall, I feel like if this is your chest, you're playing around with this rotation a lot, but I'm not really seeing any rotation in depth a lot. Like the character doesn't really go like this much. It always seems to be just like doing this, and like I almost never see this on his torso and on his hip as well. They both seem to be exactly like, if I looked at this character from the sides, that's his chest and that's his hip, and he has like arms here and legs here, whatever. But if this is the camera here, they both seem to be like facing the camera all the time, where it would be nice if you rotated it more in depth. So like maybe the hip is like facing this way, and then maybe like the chest is like facing that way. You know, you could change it up a bit. You could have the chest like turned more to this side, for example, so it will be pointing more to this side. Maybe you can bend this one down a bit like this, and then have the center of it like rotating this way. I don't know, like again, I've just made random rotations right now, but with a nice gesture line, you could like try to figure out what would be the best for your pose. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. I'm gonna go back to animating now. Bye bye, happy animating, looks cool. Right, sorry guys, that was the little recording section because I can't recently find time to do art feedback and also do the stream, so I kind of combined it. Türkiye Seyreder'siyim animation it is. Hello Sharky ZGG, hey GG Limited is back, I do remember him. So it says, hi, when will you release your game? I don't know, I actually have 3 games, I don't know which one you're talking about. Probably you're talking about Spider-Man 1 because no one cares about anything else. I don't know when it's gonna release. Ant is back, says hello, I said something in Discord, it's awesome. This plant, hey sir, how's the game going so far? The game is going fun. I don't know which game you're talking about again, but all of the games are going super fun. I'm enjoying with all of the games. I'm gonna switch it back to here. We're gonna be preparing this for Zim. I'm gonna check this in here, start an encode. Are you sure you want to stop this encode? I don't want to stop that encode at all. Let's pop open our Maya. Let's get into doing some avatar stuff. Is the game for androids? Is a lovely question that I always love hearing. It isn't. But I was actually thinking, like, why am I fighting this? You know, maybe I know the games we made so far definitely can't be for androids. But maybe we should do like a game jam, so we make a game for androids so everyone can play it. But you know, that's, I don't know, it's very hard to make a enjoyable game in androids. There's so many limitations. Oh, I just lost all of the chat for some reason. I don't know what happened there. What are we doing? What are we doing? Art feedback. Replying to Zim once this encoding is done. So what am I gonna be animating today? I'm still doing the avatar. You can do the avatar's air moves. I actually want to do like all the earth moves. I want to get it out of the way. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Do you use Keyframe MP for reviewing your animations or Sync Sketch?
I've just used RV, but I prefer Sync Sketch. I ask people to send their feedback requests in Sync Sketch. Zim. Right, so what have we done with this guy so far? That's the getting hit. The hits. That's the earth bending stuff. Ah, we're missing one of the earthbending thing, the most important one. What the hell happened there?
Do you think it would be cool if I made a live tool similar to Sync Sketch, but in the form of Keyframe MP?
I am not very familiar with Keyframe MP. Where did my Earth thing go? There it is. I think it's just like RV shotgun thing, isn't it? It's just like another way of like, it's like a video player, I think. I've heard it before, I don't remember what it is. Keyframe MP. Yeah, it's like QuickTime.
Yeah.
It's like RV. Are you able to make tools like that? You know what I want? And it's weirdly is lacking in so many software. Is that like when I review animation, I wanna make my review lines in a different layer. So if I draw stuff on this frame and I move the next frame, I don't want to lose the previous frame. And I also don't want it to be a ghosting thing, which is a ghosting thing in Sync Sketch. I basically want, this is the animation timeline I'm removing of the frames of the animation, and I want like a completely separate thing that I happen to go to this frame right here and I drew reference for it here, but then if I then go to this part in the timeline, I still want to be looking at what I drew here and I don't want to have to redraw it. And basically the thing that I need that for is like, I want to say like, let's look at the arc of this hand. It starts there and it goes here, and then I need to draw this arc to show like, oh, this is why your arc is wrong, but I lost it. So what I do is I kind of go back to this frame and literally put my finger on the screen, then I go here, and then I know, okay, it was here, and I draw the arc like that. But even now this part, I don't know if I drew it right. So let's go to this frame. So see, he went up like that. So I just want to be able to like put like some dots in the frame, and I don't want them to get lost when I go next in the frame, which none of the review software seems to be able to do that, which is weird. I've been I sometimes put.
Yo just got back home.
Hi Danzila. Yeah, sometimes I put it in Clip Studio to be able to review inside that, which is actually the best way to do it, but Clip Studio and video files don't work so well.
Hello, Saar.
So then it ends up being very heavy scene. Hello dudes, hello Danzila. Right, so this is the earthbending guy, he does this, he does that. Throws rocks
I am
out.
about to send a semi-long message about the Android situation, because I don't want to send in shorter messages.
I don't know why don't you want to send things in shorter messages. Washush. So we've done all the ranged moves.
I was thinking why not
Except
actually find a
Aaron.
way to make it Android. Like collaborate with a mobile dev, seeing as probably the highest percentage of PPLR
That's
from
not
phone
how it
after the
works.
PC version is done.
That's not how it works though. You can't just see, people do that. People get like an Insomniacs game and they break it apart and they copy stuff to make it for Android, but that's not how a game is made. You know, we make it stuff that we put in the game just doesn't work for Android. From the beginning it has to be done in a way that like, okay, it's gonna be for Android, and you have to start the game doing like that, and you have to work within that limitation, which we don't want to do. We want to do cool stuff, and we don't want to have to worry about like, oh, but we can't do this cool stuff because it won't run on Android. And because like if you look at Insomniac Spider-Man and the people who make an Android version of the Insomniac Spider-Man, if this is Insomniac Spider-Man, they managed to get like 100% of the game, and 0.0005 of that game ends up being ported to Android, then people say like, oh look, see, it can be for Android.
Hey
We
Sark,
can't.
it's Owen. Helped me with the shark.
You
Bunny
end up-
423 just followed.
What's happening? Why am I? Thank you for following. Anyway, it's just you basically ruin the game just to be able to put a bit of it in Android, and I don't care about the version that's gonna end up going in the Android, because it's not gonna be the exact same game but for Android. No, it's gonna be like the game we have, but with just one pose of Spider-Man swinging, and it's gonna piss me off because people aren't even gonna be able to tell the difference. Like, I don't care for it. Find somebody else to do Android stuff. It's not. I'm not the guy for that. It's Owen. Help me with the shark. Yes. Hello, Owen. I hope you're happy with your shark. There's also the whole thing about like giving the game to somebody else to make it for Androids. The second you give it, it's gone. You know, like, and you don't know the amount of people that has my animation on their channel claiming they animated it, or the game that we made, the Spider-Man game. So many channels has posted that, saying that they made it, it's their game, but only footage they can use is my footage that I recorded, because they don't actually have the game. And the second we allow some guy to try to put it in Android, it's gone. You know, it's everyone's gonna be like spamming, and everyone's gonna be claiming that they did the game, and it's so many indecent people, it's crazy. So we have to do it. If it's gonna be for Android, we can't rely on some random guy to do it, then we have to do it for Android. And like, what do you wanna do? You wanna do like a cool earthbending animation, man? Like, do like crazy stuff, making it jump around, or no, just sit down at it like it's a job, day in and day out, fucking churn and do some boring shit, so then it runs on Android. For who? For people who don't want to spend absolutely any money on anything. You know, like, it's not like if we do this it's gonna be great. No, it's just gonna be a fucking open area swinging around thing with like nothing to do, but we are gonna end up having spent months to put that on Android, rather than like putting like cool spider arms in, or like putting gliding in, or like doing like cool avatar games. We're not gonna do any of that just so one guy can open it on his phone for free, go like swipe twice and then throw it and it's done. Because that's what Android games are. You open it, you swipe it a few times, you get like, oh, this is so cool, and it makes you pay a shit ton of money to loot boxes, then you throw it away and you get the next one, and then it's forgotten in a day. What Android game you know that like lasts the test of time? You know, there is no Overwatch on Android. It's the best cases they got is like PUBG and the Call of Duty Warzone to run on Android, so then people can play it there. But it's just a phase now, and it immediately goes away because it's too small. It's the experiences is shit. It's just made so people who doesn't have PC can have a demo of like what is it like to play a game, and then you either have to jump into having a PC or just jump into like the next shitty loot box, crystal gems, and it's like, oh, like a battle pass nonsense. I don't care for it. I don't want to spend a second for that. If someone wants to do it, great. I'm not spending my free time making cash grab shit. Right. Sorry, I got a bit too into it. I know, Ant, you're not the one saying that. No, I know, Ant, it's not you. It's just this like constant on YouTube comments saying like, oh, shut the fuck up and do the Android version. It's tiring. Like that Abhishek guy is like, oh, we don't care what you say unless you make it for Android. Then fuck off. Again, I know this is not you, Ant. I'm just making a general point about all of this. Don't you like a copyright taking credit for what they didn't do? I can't have any copyright because we're using Spider-Man.
You're
I
not
also don't
gonna
have the
ask that
copyright.
question again.
It's it is what it is. We also don't have that. I'm gonna do something here, which was I'm gonna open the airbending version.
What are the system requirements for the game?
Nothing, man. Anything can run it, honestly. Spider-Man game, it's so light. Avatar game.
RTX 70899.
Yeah, I wanna do this. I wanna do earthbending stuff. kind of already did that though. I guess it was just a ranged attack.
Apologies, I had a load of ads. Would you like me to send a link on DC?
For what?
I am still sad I can't help the game. Oh, I sent a message above saying that I have finished my game jam. We had some finished footage.
Oh, cool. Send it to the Discord in the art showcase.
Leonardo Cup.
It is Leonardo Cup indeed. So this has to have the air animations in there, and this is the Earth Boulder. Oh, that's Earth Movement 1. Where's the Earth Movement 2 and 3? That's what I wanted to do, right? Earth. Someone attacks movement, block of Earth pushes the character on the ground. Character dives on the ground and throws on the ground. Yes, perfect.
Hey Sarp, have you passes the training stage in your new job yet?
Yeah. I finished it early. I officially full on start the
Epic.
project on Monday. But I already started, to be honest. Oh no, this goes back in, I didn't know that.
Would you ever make FPS animations?
I could try. I've never done that.
I bet Sarp would be really good at Overwatch style FPS anims.
I do like Overwatch.
Linked it. It's a fairly long video though.
I can skim through it. Oh, it's in Drive. 40 minutes, hey! It's playing. Your animation is kinda going backwards.
Wow.
But it looks cool. That's nice. Discovering history, find locations, landmarks, investigate the source of the strange noises. Distant roars. Oh, you can go like first person. Oh no. It just does a little cinematic for like having something discovered. That's cool.
Is it for Android?
Great.
I know, that was an issue we had during the programming stage when implementing it into a blend tree. The animations I did were the right way and looping.
Yeah. I don't know if you did something so the player can actually shake the tail, or if they press something and every time they press it plays an animation.
Was this made in Blender? We did, yeah. The player moves the left stick to control the tail.
Ah, yeah, so the
No
new
Maya and
animations are
Z
not gonna...
brush.
I don't know how you would set that up. Well, I guess you could like set a completely to the left
Okay.
and a complete to the right anim, and then pushing the stick left or right would go up to like 1 and 0, or like -1 and 0. So that would play the animation. So your animation would play from 0 to 1, and then you would mirror that animation, or you would make an animation that plays from
We
0 to
spent a
-1.
few weeks troubleshooting things like that, yeah.
Yeah. He feels very small in scale, the shark. Everything else feels massive. So he feels like a shark like this big. Like the corals and the rocks and stuff, they're all like way bigger than he is. And I think there was like a rope here. There was a rope somewhere. It's cool though, man. You did like a finished game. Perfect. Hey, you can bite stuff. Oh, it's like a boss level. Oh my god, what the fuck's happening? You guys made like a boss level? I know there's dragons from somewhere. Is that like from D&D or something? Oh, the head is everywhere. Oh my god, Jesus, what the fuck? Look at that thing. Yeah, that thing goes. Is it Nessie? No, it has like arms and a thing. It looks cool. I like the way that thing looks. Oh, it
What
has
the
that
Loch
like...
Ness monster?
It has that
Ha ha ha, it's a
inner teeth
Leviathan.
thing. Yeah, it's cool. Is that like health? Was his health low? No, his health wasn't low. I don't know. I didn't get how you hit the thing. Are you biting it? Okay. Okay, Leviathan just kind of sits there, but it's cool, man. It's really nice that you guys did all this. How long did it take for you guys to do all of this? You must have learned a ton. Man, you must have learned so much. It's crazy.
We had 10 weeks.
It's amazing to do this in 10 weeks. Holy shit, man. Like, think about it. Like, 10 weeks you did this. The next thing you do is gonna be way better than this, and you're gonna learn even more. And it's just took 10 weeks. How many 10 weeks there are in a year? You, like, in this trajectory, you could get so good so fast. Although I don't know how many people it took, and it becomes
Wow, good job.
it becomes a much harder thing to do things that require a team outside of like a school environment. Because when you're not paying anyone, people will say like, I'll do it, and then they'll stop at some point, and that's just like the nature of things. But yeah, it looks really cool, man. Good job, really impressive. 10 weeks, boom. Now we have something to show for the rest of your life. Such a good
Yeah,
feeling that...
I'm looking forward to apply what I learnt in future projects.
How old are you?
How many people were working on it? 7.
Oh, 7 people is a lot.
Wow. I'm 20.
Right, I've stuff that's like this that I've done when I was your age, And
Yo Jogo Boy here.
it's so weird, like how many times that you'll be out drinking with people and they'll say something
3
like, "Oh
artists,
yeah,"
1 programmer and 3 audio.
they'll say something like, "Yeah, I love Jaws so much," and then you'd be like, "Oh, I've actually made a shark game once," and then you like bring it up and show it, and it's such a nice feeling. Like you have that forever now in your life, and the more you do like crazy things, the more things you're gonna have. It's a good feeling to. It's weird when I look back. I still feel like I wish I've done more, to have like more weird, quirky stuff.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yo.
I'm a bit sleepy.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. Hope I get a first grade for it.
Did you just work on animation, or what was the things that you had to do in it?
I did everything for the shark, from modeling to implementing it with the programmer, as well as the same process for all the landmarks, school of fish and the headstones at the boss level. I also did the initial map design, but it got changed slightly.
Oh, cool. Lots of experience.
Fish, fish, fish.
Indeed.
Fish, fish, fish. Fish, fish, fish.
Cool.
Saab, where is the fish, fish, fish?
I don't have a fish.
Yes, you do.
Oh yeah. Wait, I have it.
Where is he?
Where's the fish?
Fish, fish, fish.
Where's my fish? Man, I feel a bit weird today. I'm not feeling like doing the avatar stuff. I think I'm gonna do some random animations because Sunday is supposed to be the free day. I'm gonna make some cool animations
Yes.
just for fun.
Make some cool anims. How did you forget about Chunky Boy?
Oh, he's right there.
Fish, fish, fish.
Hello, Tuki.
Link. When you get assets in industry, have you ever had to adjust T?
What's T?
What the? The paint weights of rigs.
Oh, no. You don't do that. That's not your job. As an animator, you just animate. You don't touch anything else. If there's a problem, you report it and the rigger will fix it. You don't go in there and do that stuff. But animators will be the ones that notice it. But usually, what will happen
What
when a
software is
project?
this SARP?
This is
I
Clip
see.
Studio. Usually, what will happen is before the project starts, they will look at like what kind of things that needs to be done, and they will make a rig and a model, you know, and then there will be an animator. Sometimes it will be the supervisor, sometimes they will get someone involved, but way before the project actually starts, an animator will get in and do some like random animations for that character. I did it for the Demon Crawler in the beginning of Doctor Strange Multiverse 2, where I just like played around with that creature and then made the list of all the things that needs to be fixed in the rig.
Poop Crawler. Is it for PC?
Is what? Hey, back. How's it going?
So there is prep times before the project actually starts to get the assets ready. I'm eating lasagna for breakfast. It's
Yes.
going really well. How about you?
There is, but it's a bit of a weird thing. It's usually it's not a full-on job. Like the production doesn't start at that point. People don't get hired to work on the project at that point. It's just sometimes someone who is in between projects will do that. If there's like a lot of characters and people don't know how they're gonna move at all, maybe they will actually assign some jobs to people to do that. And it's like an ongoing thing actually. Like when the project starts, all the
That's
riggers
Clip
aren't
Studio,
done.
I think.
Yeah, that's Clip Studio. Eating lasagna.
I mean, is Clip Studio for PC?
It's also for Android and iOS.
But the title says Unreal Engine. Is this scam?
Why is it that like the second I do something different, someone immediately comes and points it out?
Unacceptable.
I don't have a thing to put for this thing.
Undeniable.
Oh my god, YouTube takes fucking forever sometimes and I don't understand why. Just let me click things, YouTube.
Come on, YouTube.
Cool, did it.
Are you using a tab to draw on this?
Yeah, I'm drawing on the Cintiq right now. Is okay.
He has a screen, I think.
Yeah, it's a Cintiq screen I have.
I got to head off. Goodbye all and thank you for the feedback.
See you later.
I want to
care.
get something similar that I can use on my laptop, but I don't know any brand that's good.
Wacom is the only brand. Well, there is more brands now. Wacom is the best
Bye
one,
bunging.
but it's expensive. There's a bunch of new brands now because Wacom had like a monopoly on this stuff for a long time, and I think now a lot of other brands are coming in and showing that you could actually get quality drawing tablets for a lot cheaper prices.
Is $20 okay for one?
No, it's not.
Is that the full name Wacom? I bought
Yeah.
a $40 Canadian Wacom tablet that is very small but gets the job done. You don't really need a Cintiq for the start. Oh.
I don't know what I wanna do.
I don't need something big. Do a Venom transformation part 3.
I don't want a transformation. I want to do like more
Just
like a
something
fighty
portable
thing.
that I can use for planning with 2D sketches. Just check the name of the tablet I got, and it is Wacom Intuos Small, $39 on Amazon.
Really? That's crazy. Is that like not second-hand price? That's insane. That's insane that it's gotten down to that price.
Okay, Rhiannon.
I've got an Intuos tablet in
Yeah man, I immediately caught one.
I think like
How
2007,
good is it?
and it was like 300
That's good, I'll
euros
check it out.
back then. I can't believe it's so cheap now.
Yeah, I had an A3 model, I think it was the second generation, and it was 600 euros. A3 as in size. Whoa, 300 euros for a Wacom.
I had gotten it with my first
Is A3 or A4 better?
A4 is smaller, A3 is bigger. You get whatever you want. A4 is print paper size and A3 is like drawing paper size. But to be honest, I think A3 is too big. I have one here. I have like 3 actually. I don't know what the fuck it is. I have like this big. I have like a medium sized one.
A2. If there's an A2, I'll prefer it.
I don't know what size A2 is.
Saab back then teachers banned the usage of the elbow, so I was only using my arm to draw, hence the A3 size.
Yeah, that's a really good practice actually. I still sometimes in life drawing I try to help people and
Why?
I tell them to
Does
use
it damage
the
it? Is that venom?
Yeah, I think it's venom, I don't know. Just doing some random stuff. Drawing from shoulder is important to learn how to draw. It's a bad habit to draw like this. You should kind of like use your shoulders.
And the arm produces more stable and consistent lines.
Yeah.
Make him fight Doc Ock.
Maybe.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Venom v Doc Ock. Who wins?
Well, I'll tell
Saab
you.
when you animate in 2D is like a straight ahead method you use, or
It depends on what I'm doing. Like right now, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, so I'm just like drawing some cool poses. But I like this pose, and I'm kind of drawing the resolution of this pose. But there would be like in between frames in this, so I'm kind of doing pose to pose right now. I know like this pose, sorry, this one to this one is too fast, but I want to eventually get to this. So I'm just like doing that for now. So it's like a straight ahead mixed with pose to pose. I'm going forward with every drawing, but I'm not doing it on twos or anything. I'm just like trying to find out the poses that I generally
okay.
want to hit. It's kind of like doing stepped animation. You know, I just jump to a pose that I'm gonna want to do, and then I'll figure out the in between later. How am I gonna get from this pose to, I guess maybe there's gonna be a pose like that.
step animation is the best one. Like everything in life, like a sister and mom.
It's weird, I can always tell when Berk is talking without looking at it. I just looked to confirm, but it was clearly...
What is step animation?
It's like when we're doing the avatar stuff, you know, it's stepped. That's what I was trying to teach you, and we talked about step animation a few times with you. I told you that you need to make the animations in steps, so it's like has that Spider-Verse-y vibe.
Oh, stepped.
Yeah.
Saab help him stuck, says the step animation.
That's fantastic, Berk.
Fart.
This is the thing that Berk does. He's making the bad jokes in text, and he's gonna be too embarrassed to make that bad of a jokes when it's actually his voice on Discord. Oh shit.
Fuck court. Saab when you say one part of the body should move first in the review and cease the movement of other body parts, won't it make it look like it's hitting a wall? Oh, roast.
I don't know what you're exactly talking about, but it's more like this. Like if you like if I have Venom going forward this way, his head, his chest, his body, everything is going forward. Everything is going this way. And when I say like don't move everything at the same point, if he's gonna turn now, if his hand like shoot a web and connected it, then you move the hand to this direction, the opposite of where everything else is going, but you keep everything else continuing their old momentum. So technically you just move one side and you don't move the rest because they're already in like a separate motion. It's easier to do that in Maya because basically like in 3D you can like put a key in the first frame, put a key in the 10th frame, and if you go on the 8th frame and do a different thing with one of the controllers, there's 2 more frames where everything else is gonna still try to reach frame 10 because you already keyed it, if that makes sense.
Hey Sarp, wanna give Blender storyboarding another go?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I have a pending thing to do. I'll probably do that next Sunday.
Oh nice. I thought you was gonna say no.
No, I'm gonna do that.
Alright, done with the adjusting the Miles Morales animation you reviewed.
Cool.
Can we see it? Danzilla.
Yeah, put it in work in progress or art showcase, or if you want more feedback, put it in art feedback.
Sure, why not? Let me go turn on my laptop. Okay, thank you. Thanks.
I require water, Sarp, stop animating.
Go get your water. I don't give a fuck. How are you doing back? Back?
I thought you weren't hearing me.
I was.
Sarp, hey,
I
Mark.
answered it. Oh, hey, Jamal
Where
too.
is Doc Ock?
It's both
Hello.
at the same time.
How's it going?
Going good. Just animating some random stuff today.
Wait, I don't hear Sarp from here.
Neither can I.
Oh.
Okay. I muted Sarp's stream and I said something here. Apparently he was answering me from the stream.
That's strange. So
It
when
should
you
work
restart
now.
streaming, you can't hear. Oh,
It
there he
should
is.
work now, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dark and back.
How is it going back? How's it going, Jamal? I asked at the same time, so you guys don't know who
We
should
are
speak
very,
first.
we are Canadian, man. We are gonna let each other answer first.
Exactly.
Please,
We're too
Mark.
polite. I'm having a bit of a rough go at the moment, but I'll survive.
I'm having a bit of a rough go now as well. My
G
last,
Mall and back. Venom v Doc Ock. Who wins?
my last freelance client didn't pay, and
Oh, shit,
I'm
yeah.
on the process of like constantly bugging and come on,
Yep.
come on.
So I'm in the exact same position. I'm bugging clients for pay. It's been
Guys,
a task
how long have you been doing this? Why are you sending your final work without payment? Come on.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't send him anything.
I did because we worked for so long together and I got paid so many times and I know he's trying to meet a deadline.
Okay, mine is different. It's like I gave them like I didn't give them all, but I gave them like the first half. But they haven't paid me the first half yet.
Okay, you are still like the good thing at least, you know.
Sorry?
You didn't give them the full thing. That's good. That's good.
No. And if I do, it's watermarked. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm trying to dot my I's and cross my T's here because I keep getting fucked with. I've been working in animation for almost 9 years and it's get shit on. So I gotta stop.
Do I send it with the camera movement SARP so you will see it better?
Holy shit, that is loud.
What do you mean? Yeah, I mean you have the camera already in there, right?
But yeah, surviving.
I don't know if you're asking for feedback or if you're just sending it to show people.
Is there no Doc Ock fight then?
Oh,
Sending to show Yal.
cool.
Short, quick question. Why is your chat messages more clear
Thanks,
and louder
Danzig.
than your own voice?
It's too loud, I think. I don't know how to fix it back
It's
Okay.
not.
because it's fine for the stream. It's just you hear it double, I guess. Is it not
don't
okay on
mute
the
us.
stream?
No, it was good on the stream. No problem on the stream.
It's because you're on Discord. You hear it twice.
No, just once. But very loud and clear. It's not bad thing, just overpowering.
I guess my well, I don't know, because I don't know. My face is way closer to the.
Maybe
Thing.
mute the Discord back and have stream on.
But then I would have a delay on Sarp's voice.
It should be okay now. I lowered my volume. Is it better now, back?
Your voice sounds great. I just gotta wait for someone to talk.
Test.
Not bad. Yeah.
Why is there a weird line? A guide? What the fuck is a guide? I don't want a guide. Delete. Okay, that was it.
Hey back, do you have a demo reel?
Do you have a demo reel, back? Back's not an animator. Hello? Back?
He stepped away.
I think we lost back forever.
Oh,
Okay.
he has gone.
Maybe we got a call or something.
Sorry, you don't have to answer.
What are you up to today, Jamal?
I'm just gonna do some more sketching, try to get in a better mood. But that's about it for today. I might go inside. Sorry.
I'm in the same mood. I kind of want to go out to sketch today. Actually, I might end the stream a bit earlier than usual.
Yeah, I had the exact same thought, man. I want to do some cafe sketching, just not be trapped in my apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more going to sketching in a coffee shop. Oh, yeah.
Man, Canada is not
Oh,
as
that's a shame.
perfect as I thought it would be. The internet just cuts off constantly.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's so weird. Does it happen when you're playing games?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow, that sounds very annoying.
Sarp IRL stream. Let's go.
It's so loud, and you wouldn't want that. I can't talk on the phone to anyone whenever I go out. It's so annoying. It's just so loud. Everyone just complains how much background noise there is whenever I try to talk to someone. It's usually Beck who complains.
Hey,
I give you permission to mute us.
It's not you. You're not gonna be able to hear me. Although I found a new shisha place back.
oh my god, I can't wait to come here and start a fight.
You so would do that.
Wait, I thought they weren't joking. You literally added Dr. Octopus there. Wow.
I did, yeah. I like the idea. Even though Ant asked like 85 times who would win between Doc Ock and Venom, I still like the idea.
Oh wow, thank you Sarp, I really appreciate that.
I'm gonna see who wins.
Oh, is that Psycho 100?
No, that's that
Imagine if you do an
podcast.
IRL stream and the viewers increase by like 100.
That'd be crazy.
I don't think people would care about. I mean, this is an ILR stream. Like, this is my real life. I'm alive right now. I guess you mean like outside the house stream.
Between grass.
Oh, fuck that.
Grass.
Yes, just in a different setting.
I
Sorry,
sometimes.
question.
Sorry, what? What's up?
If Spider-Man started breaking bones, like not killing people, but just break your bones and make you incapacitated, do you think from the Sinister Six, who would be still a threat?
Man, Combat starts, Shocker's out, Doc Ock is out, Vulture is out. Like, it's just like Sandman and Electro fighting Spider-Man for a long time. That's,
Sinister 2.
huh? Sinister 2. Yeah.
It's terrible too.
G Maul and back.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom v Doctor Octopus. Who wins?
Doom.
Oh my god. And
Doom.
these questions are too easy.
Yeah, Doom was like a friggin' what, like a sorcerer god or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
what is he
Him
now?
joking.
Doom goes against fucking Thanos and shit like that, Galactus and...
Yeah, it's like some kind of cosmic
No.
shit now, right? Like, isn't he like freaking like, what, like A class or Omega level? What is it called?
Omega level is only for mutants. Please,
Yeah.
Jamal.
Oh,
We,
sorry. Isn't Doom like that kind of level, like Omega villain?
man, in the if you guys are watching the new X-Men 97, they did use the phrase Omega level mutant, and that got me so hyped.
Yeah.
Hey, did you watch it, Jamal?
Of course I watched it.
Man, it's so good. It's so
It was
much
so
better than I thought it would be.
I know, me too. I was pleasantly surprised with the show. Like,
That was
really-
epic.
Really well done.
Yeah,
Like,
when the Sentinel
alone,
says like
God.
Omega level threat detected, it's like, oh yes.
Yeah. Wait. That's not. That wasn't a mother mold. That was like a.
It's like a cockroach mold. I don't know what the fuck that
Yeah.
thing was. Yeah.
I think it's like a wild sentinel. I heard about, like, apparently there's like wild sentinels. So
Oh.
or like it could have been sent by like the
Yeah, man, it happens during like a very political moment. I'm pretty sure someone's behind that.
exactly. So it's like the Friends of Humanity or maybe Apocalypse. Like it could be anything. It's like
Yeah.
they're also fucking with the time stream too, so it could be anything. Good
I
show.
think it's
I
gonna
was-
be more like political humans and president or
Yeah.
something like that rather than
Yeah,
because like Cable was there and there's like
that's right.
Days of the Future Past vibes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I like that this all these stories are like almost not related to comics because they're continuing the old X-Men and they've already done so many of the arcs.
Yeah.
Although
No, you're
Utopia
absolutely
is
right.
new arc, I think. Sorry, Jamal, I keep interrupting you. Go ahead.
It's alright. Utopia.
Like the whole thing that they were doing with like Utopia being like the mutant country
Oh.
and Rogue being the head of that and everything that was done in the Ultimate X-Men. So they're still kind of following some comic book lines. With it's so nice that this is a universe where so many of like the iconic stuff is not being teased to happen. It already happened. Like it's
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
Yeah, we already saw the pinnacle stuff, so now we just have fun with it.
Yeah. It's all
Yeah.
canon. Like the Phoenix Saga and everything is actually happened. They can just fucking move on.
Yeah, like exactly. We all passed that. Like we have all the lore we need.
Yeah.
Like I wish they did this with Spider-Man. Just
Yeah.
continue it like after like I want to see Spider-Man like 10 years into his crime fighting or something.
Yeah. See, that was
Origins.
I think only Insomniac managed to get that
Some
feeling.
imagine Venom deforming to get through a window or a small space and form back and attack like an octopus, as it's ironic.
Venom still has a human being inside of him. So I think there's a bit of a limitation to how much of that he can do. Yeah, but it's a crazy good show.
Really good. Like, really good.
I'm surprised Back is quiet. He probably got
Oh,
disconnected
good
again.
point.
Hello.
Back, you still haven't seen X-Men 97, did you?
I watched the first episode. I just came back, by the way. I don't have an internet connection.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the first episode. That's about it.
It gets really good.
Okay,
Yeah.
good to know. Is the whole thing out or just weekly?
It's weekly.
Okay.
Why is there a fucking weird ass guide in the middle of my... Get the fuck out of my face. Mr. Guide. Fuck off.
Wouldn't Venom just beat the shit out of Doc Ock?
Well, we'll see. Tune in next to figure out what the fuck's gonna happen.
Next stream.
I like Doc Ock too much to just like make him be like a mop with 4 arms against against Venom.
Doc Ock is smart back.
And Venom does have like pretty easy to exploit weaknesses.
Yeah, that's true.
Down, fire.
Venom's ego is too high.
So is Doc Ock though.
That is true. Doc Ock's ego is pretty
Like, yeah,
pretty up there.
yeah. Like, isn't his ego's downfall sometimes? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Classic
Really.
villain issues, yeah. There's a universe where all these like villains were appreciated and they all just became parts of like society, you know, just really nice people. They just needed to be appreciated and then they never turn evil.
They were just misunderstood.
Yeah.
Classic villain story.
Yeah, then I went to high school. I was into science. No one bullied me, and now I'm a Pulitzer winner scientist.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Done.
NASA.
The end. Moving on.
Yeah. Versus like this universe that gets freaking bullied and becomes a super villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I went to class. Like, that's
Venom
what it
v
is. I'm a
Shocker, who
scientist.
wins?
And you can't be actually asking this stuff. Although Shockers,
Shocker.
no.
That's a shocker.
Even with the fucking shock sonic vibration thing, no freaking way. If like Venom
We've
shocks
seen
like
it in
a
Spectacular Spider-Man.
yeah, but Spider-Man uses Shocker's gauntlets to... Oh no, it's not even against symbiotes. Have you seen that against Venom? I think Venom could just like throw a car at the Shocker and like...
Watch. Just eat him.
yeah, it's too agile. He can like definitely go out of the line of sight of the things.
Oh yeah. He totally just, yeah, it's his blast. He would just eat him.
It's crazy sleeping Peter Parker with Venom suit soloed Sinister Six in that
I
film.
know! That happens in the comics too. It's...
Funny. That was so rad.
yeah.
Just fully asleep. Please just fucking sleep. All 6 of them.
Did that happen in the 90s Spider-Man as well? I kind of remember something like that.
Peter Parker wasn't sleeping in that one.
Yeah.
Man, I keep forgetting that. Ugh, I wish I've done this in 3D.
Nope, I can draw it.
It's because I naturally, to make the frames work right, change the sizes of the characters, but when I apply the 2D scale, it's gonna apply to all of it, so anything that I made small, it's gonna get small twice.
Oh shit. That's so.
Venom v Norman Osborn, who wins?
Is Norman Osborn Green Goblin in that scenario, or is it just
No,
like a
it's just
regular
Norman
guy?
Osborn, man. He's just walking around.
Having coffee.
Regulus born.
Normal Osborn stuff.
Norman Osborn.
Normal, normal Osborne. The fuck you like that? Normal Osborne.
What do you do? Oh, I'm something of a scientist myself.
This,
Oh no. This guy's normal, guys.
this normal Osborne, we're fucked.
Get him! Everyone just piles.
No, fuck him up. That was our chance. Normal Osborne.
He is something of a scientist himself. Venom will get cooked.
Well, if he could like figure out his weakness beforehand, then sure. Scientist. Thinking outside the box.
Yo, how's it going?
Hey Nota,
Still here.
we're animating random things. I'm gonna add like a little camera.
Sorry,
motion
I
to
haven't
this.
sent it.
Hi
Having an
Danzilla.
issue.
Issues are fun.
Nice. He is animating Venom v Doc Ock.
I'm using some of the new skills I've obtained in Clip Studio.
Nice.
No, it's not gonna work. Is it gonna work?
Hey Sarp, imagine how cool it would be if you made an animatic in this style.
I've done that many times.
I sent in the Discord.
Wait, I'm gonna apply. Oop. I apply this. Click here. Come here. Click here. And then click here. And then I think I'm gonna do like that. Or should it have been?
BRB, don't check it yet.
Hello, is the internet back?
Hello.
Ooh,
What's happening today, man?
this whole week has been fucked.
It's a Sunday, I wanna relax.
Sunday fun
I was
day.
planning on playing games, online games. Now the internet cuts off every fucking 10 minutes.
Riot. Only solution to this predicament. You must riot back.
I will go on the streets, block traffic.
I don't know how to zoom in. I should know how to zoom in. I used to know how to zoom in. How do I zoom in? Well, now I don't know how to zoom in apparently. my god, can you just be locked? Oh yes, this one. Locked? Yes, baby.
Baby, I just wanna do you.
Do you wanna do me? Underneath the moon. We should never like go to karaoke or do anything like that back. Like we should be not allowed.
Who's gonna karaoke do that exact thing? Are you crazy? That was awesome. No, I'm gonna hijack this shit. You're going to karaoke and singing.
Dude, when I first came to Canada and I wanted to sing along with people, and I realized I didn't know any of the words of the songs that I was singing at all, and that realization just made me shut the fuck up, and I never sing along again.
Oh, that's a sad along.
Yeah.
A gulp.
Big old golf. Oh shit, speaking of golfing, I gotta get some drinks.
Oh, did you hear that? Oh my god.
Yeah, of
That was
course.
a pretty loud gulp, man.
Yeah, you heard him, yeah. Quit that golf.
Oh, am I gonna mute my microphone every time I drink something?
No, you don't have to.
Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. How was it?
I didn't hear it this time.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I'm back.
Oh wait, I think Danzila sent something.
2 hours ago.
No, it wasn't Danzila. It was Ant. Not sure what he sent. I'm gonna check it in a second.
Sarp.
Mm.
Ragnaros the Fire Lord or Sindragosa?
Sindragosa, because I never really liked Ragnaros. It's
Insect.
me,
No, that's what Ragnaros would say
to me.
to players
Insect.
who try to kill him.
Yeah. I've never saved this thing. It's called Don't Know. I'm gonna save Don't Know. Art feedback. General. Ah, Romero Jr. yeah, I can't draw like that, and that's
We can't see, by the way.
yeah. You just showed this. That's something David Romero Jr. Something Romero Jr. and
Oh,
his dad was also very. His dad was like one of the first people to illustrate Spider-Man, and
I'm
he
gonna
took on the
sound like a
mantle.
dick,
Uh-huh.
but that doesn't look like it has the right accuracy to it, you know?
Yeah, but
You-
you know that's quite old actually. That's from the 90s, I think. It's not even 2000s
Oh,
that
okay.
image is from. But
Okay.
you know, I still like his style. Not my favorite Spider-Man style, especially the eyes, but I do like it. The whole Morland saga was done with him
Oh, okay.
when you first meet Ezekiel, and you know the character from Madam Web.
Hey, what's your name? Ezekiel, what's your name? Do you know that one, sir?
No, what's that?
Oh my god, how?
wow, Sark
I
really knows
sometimes-
his stuff.
What do I not know, Buck?
I'm gonna send it to you. It's a really, really old video, but send it to you on Discord.
Discord. I'll get copyright strikes back
What do you mean?
if I actually played. I can't play the whole thing. I can skip to a part.
No, just start at the like. Can you watch the first 1 minute? That's the whole thing, I
I
guess.
think 1 full minute is too long.
Just sound. We don't need to even see it. You need to see it.
Even the sound, I don't know.
Holy shit! Don't watch it. Okay.
It's okay, we don't have to see it, Sark.
Yes! Fuck you! Fuck you! No! Fuck you!
I want to. I want to watch it. It looks pretty good.
This is awesome.
Where is Danzila's Anim?
I don't think he sent it. It's so hard to draw Venom's face. It's like if you draw it massive with like a giant mouth, then it's easier. But if you're like making him look around and stuff, it just keeps losing it. The character.
I agree, Sam. I agree.
Where's Bora? I haven't talked to Bora in a while. Every time I draw Venom, I think of Bora's Venom drawing. That was so fucking good. God damn it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Rad.
Thanos v Dormammu, who wins?
If it's in Dormammu's domain, I think Dormammu would win. But even then, I don't know. Thanos is kind of like a weird character. He's all big and strong and scary and all that, but he usually wins because of prep time. He's like
Thanos without. Yeah, but Thanos without the Infinity Gauntlet is nothing compared to Dormammu, though.
True.
Yeah, but Thanos's ability in magic is also nothing small, you know.
Yeah.
And
But
Doctor
Dormammu's
Strange
like
constantly fights Dormammu, also not in his domain.
Yeah, he's always on Earth or some shit.
Yeah. And Dormammu was always like, if I was in my domain, or if my brother was here and he was chilling on the gamepad. It's like,
I totally would have won. I had some assists.
my other car is a Tesla.
Lol, true.
So what, did we give that to Thanos if it's not in Dormammu's realm?
I don't know, man. Thanos has weird power
Sarp
scaling,
Yal
like you
can check
said.
it out now. Thanos.
Nos. Ugh.
Yay, let's go. It's on art feedback.
I'll check it, but I can't feedback it right now, dude. I am very into doing this thing. Let's check it. you have some camera issues, which is making it a bit weird. The camera moves before the character moves here, so we're not really following the character, and then he jumps in the frame. But it looks cool. It looks better. It's just, again, you need to put the webs in, dude. Honestly, using Kyle's webs is really not that hard. Just push yourself to get used to it. Because here it's happening the same thing, like where your web is so below, like it's basically shooting the web to the ground. If he plays here, he wouldn't be swinging an arc. He needs to like slam down into the ground, and those things will be like very clear to you if you just could see where the web line is. But yeah, it looks better for sure. It looks cooler. But yeah, you gotta get those webs in.
Was that Ant or Danzilla?
Alright,
Okay.
I'll add
That
the
was
web.
Danzilla.
I find it really hard to give feedback to people. I feel like I'm really bad at it.
I feel like I'm being a complete ass, and I feel really bad.
Yeah,
but,
that's how I feel too.
but that's why I did this thing where like there's two different sections. I let people know, like, if you put it in art feedback, I'm gonna like demolish it, and because that's what you want. And me demolishing it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It's just I'm actively trying to find problems with it, you know, because that's what it's for.
You are getting revenge for all the actively.
All the pixel fucking I've been enduring.
Sauce, you know what the London Marathon is?
I've heard of it. I've not joined it.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It's
Okay,
happening
okay.
now.
I'm gonna send you a short sub about a marathon, and you are gonna watch that one at least.
Oh man, if the London Marathon is happening right now, how am I gonna go to work tomorrow? It is a great opportunity to not go to work and just work from home.
Oh dang.
Whenever there's an event in London, they cancel the trains because when a lot of people come in, it's too much of an hassle. So they just don't allow people to come in, and like, yeah, if you wanna come in on the event day, you have to figure out how to go yourself.
That's your problem.
I missed the part where that's my problem. The train seems to be running fine, but yeah.
Wait, I was gonna send you something.
Looking at that eye.
MK on Discord, by the way. WSG, Ilratopo, the TASM 1 suit RN lol.
Hi Tuki, I didn't know that was you. Yeah, topology is a really fickle thing, but that's what defines someone as a good modeler, you know, because now with all these like sculpting tools like ZBrush and Modbox, and Blender has its own sculpting tools, everyone can sculpt something cool. It's just if you can do the topology, then, you know, then it has value in the pipeline. Although a lot of people don't do that at all, and they just do cool models, and it's used for 3D printing or like cosplay making and stuff like that, and that's also a viable thing as well. But I think knowing good topology what was his name? Shane Olson. I think he has some tutorials about making the Disney Infinity figurines, and he makes proper topology, which makes it's a lot easier for him to very quickly make a lot of really high quality toys. And the toys will never be animated, they're never gonna get rigged, but it's just knowing your topology makes it easier for you to put like all the muscle bends and stuff when you're making poses.
That's actually something I'm learning right now, how to do good topology.
Man, check out Shane Olson.
Shane Olson?
Yeah, he's amazing.
OLSON?
I'm gonna check 3dworkshop.com is his website.
3dworkshop.com.
3D Workshop. Or maybe, am I? Nope. Shane Olson.
Yeah, I'm gonna search Shane Olson.
Yeah, 3D Character Workshop. Yeah, 3D Character Workshop. That's him.
Oh, I think I've heard about that. By the
Amazing.
way, I'm looking up.
Yeah, I have it open on the stream right now. It's
Oh, dude.
3dcharacterworkshop.com.
Okay, yeah, because he has like topology like examples that really use that.
I think he has some free videos, but I think most of them is paid. But
It's a paywall?
yeah, but the lifetime access he has and the video keeps updating. It's so worth it. It's expensive a little bit, but it's a lot
Yeah.
cheaper than something like iAnimate.
Yes.
Because it's just like a course you take and it's done. And this one, you always have access to all the things, and he keeps updating it. And
You know what? Yeah. 3D
So
character
also
workshop.
check your Discord. I've sent a short.
Oh, they got a training bundle.
okay, I'll check it in a second.
Thanks for the post offer. Do something like this.
Man, it's so good. Is maybe you can even find online some stuff.
Yeah, because that's more the realm I'm looking for. If I'm gonna focus more on the character and concept, I should learn some fundamental 3D modeling, like topology,
Yeah.
texturing, and that kind of jazz.
Yeah, for texturing and UV opening also it's important to have like proper topology, right?
Yeah,
It's
and
not
UVs,
just for
right?
animation.
Nice. Yeah, that's my goal.
I want to do that too. I just don't know when to find time for it.
Exactly. That's the thing.
There's too many things I
I
want
want
to
to do all
do.
these amazing projects, but time, money, and circumstance.
I'll do 2 miles. We'll go with 2 miles.
What?
I can do 2 miles. I can do 2
Or
miles.
2 miles. No.
Back, I don't know when I'm gonna get copyright striked. I don't know like how much of a video I can watch because it notices that it's somebody else's content.
It's a short. It doesn't have a copyright.
I don't know. It's
I
26
think
miles.
it does. We'll see. We'll find out
26
if it
miles.
does.
Yeah.
I thought it was 2 or 6 miles.
Nah, man, that's a 5K. Marathon's 26 miles.
That's like pretty far.
We can't back out now.
The hell we can, man. I'm not running 26 miles.
Can't get a refund for this.
We paid for this. We paid to run 26 miles.
Yeah, it's an experience we can look back on.
Finding a fry at the bottom of the bag is an experience we can look back on. We could have ran for free.
But we never do.
We'll start tomorrow.
Okay. After breakfast.
Yeah, we can run a mile. There's an ice cream shop nearby.
Yeah, and then we'll grab a bite. But we're still running this marathon.
No way. No way.
Miranda from the bar is here, and she digs guys who run marathons.
Miranda from the bar? That's
All
what
right,
this is
no,
about?
no.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Miranda has a boyfriend, dude.
What?
Yeah.
This is inhumane. 26 miles?
That's exactly what I was saying.
Fuck Miranda.
Fuck that. Very nice. Oh, back, you said something to me on WhatsApp the other day. I don't know if you want to talk about it in the stream, but how did it go?
Let me check what I said.
My brain formats daily. Is it about visiting you?
No? Oh, wait, did you reply that? I didn't.
I don't see anything.
on WhatsApp.
Oh, that's just the date I would like to come to your place.
Ah, I thought like you were about to have like a thing with
Yeah.
someone.
I wish. I wish. Although I have
Backstream.
this Wednesday I have to go to Toronto to be at the consulate, and I have texted someone, "Hey, I'm gonna be there. Would you like to meet?" And they said, "Yep." And I have a boutique.
Is that an Italian person?
No.
Okay. That's
Sorry,
nice.
Jamal, I can't meet you this Wednesday.
He's gonna meet Booty.
Yep.
No worries. Who's more important? Yeah.
I did not know I would be doing this when I woke up this morning.
Why are you doing this?
Huh?
Why are you doing this?
Why are you running? I don't know. I wanted to continue doing the Avatar stuff,
Thanos v Vulture who wins.
but we hadn't. What the fuck, Ant? But we haven't had any updates on the game for so long that there's a backlog for stuff to be added is way too long right now, and I didn't really feel excited to work on that stuff. Since like, if we started adding everything I animated to the game, I think it would be like a month by the time what I would animate today would get into the game. So, we'll see. I love Doc Ock's haircut so much.
The bowl cut.
It's underappreciated. We gotta bring back the bowl cut.
Bring back the bowl cut.
Bring back the Snyder cut.
I had it with him. I'm fine. Rape Schneider is Zack Snyder.
I haven't
Saab should get a
seen
mobile.
his new Star Wars movies, but I've heard terrible things about them.
Sorry, what?
I haven't seen his new Star Wars movies, like something Moon. I forget its name.
Rebel Moon.
Rebel
Is
Moon,
that Zack
yes.
Snyder?
Yeah, that's Zack Snyder.
Oh, really? I started watching that.
Was it good?
I shouldn't comment on it. I didn't watch it properly. I just had it on in the background.
Okay.
It was okay, what I've seen. Yeah. I can't get a mohawk ant because literally the only parts that is required for the mohawk is the part that I'm missing as hair. Mohawk is a pretty young thing to do because that's the only part they don't shave in a mohawk is the part that you lose when you get old. It's literally
Speak for yourself.
fuck you back. There was a Turkish show with a guy being a punk, Turkish punk. I watched that. It was a cool TV show.
Don't worry, Saab, it will grow back.
It won't because the concept of like genetic typical May pattern balding is it doesn't.
What's the show about? Turkish show? Like that? What's the name of the show?
This guy is in like a very high-end job that he hates and it's very stressful, but he has like a very expensive life in Istanbul and he has to like preserve that. But he starts like when he's like going to work and stuff, he stops by the airport and like stares at the planes for a little bit every day because like he kind of like wants to just fucking bail. It's like drop everything, drop his like family, his kids and everything, and he just wants to fucking run away. And then one day he meets fucking punk kids in Taksim. And he's just says like, okay, I'm gonna be a punk. So he becomes like a secret punk with like piercings and the mohawk and
Have
it's
you tried any remedies?
it's
Minoxidil, finasteride.
I've never heard of that thing, man.
I've tried a little bit Deadly Panda, but it just prolongs the inevitable, and
I was just about to say that.
I'm just trying to own it. That's my thing.
Guys, even I have tried all of those, and it's just like Sarp knows that I've been using the same hair loss shampoo since I was going to 7th grade, and it's either a miracle or that shampoo worked for me because I started very young. But
But
I should have no hair on my head, but I do.
yeah, I haven't done that.
Try it. It may work.
I did try it a bunch of times, dude. I think it's like too late for me.
There is nothing that grows the lost hair, and there's nothing like that. You can get a hair transplant, which they take your hair from the back of your head and put it in front with healthy kök roots, yes. And that's a solution, but I think even that is temporary. By the way, Turkey is the best place to get a hair transplant. Did you guys know that?
I think everyone knows that.
I know it at all. I'm really very transparent going to Turkey.
Anything cosmetic, I think Turkey is on the top of the list, both in quality and cheap. Like the price is very cheap.
Man, even dental stuff. Like
Yeah.
the rearranging stuff in your teeth. It's the main products are all Turkish.
I always wanted to put my canine teeth in front of my front teeth. I
To
wanted
be
to
a
replace
vampire.
them. Yep.
Some tips I found online: trim your hair. Eat protein-rich foods. Take a hair-boosting supplement. Use a strengthening shampoo and conditioner. Use a weekly
And-
hair mask.
And
Take care
we have
after
been
washing.
doing
Always
this,
use
going
heat
through this for a long time, man. For a long time.
I have a tip. Be happy with who you are.
Yes, that's the best tip.
That's the one.
Unless you are bald, you know, you can't be that happy.
Hardy, hardy, har, har. It's okay, man. I'm happy.
You
What-
know you are happy when I make fun of you and it doesn't turn into a fight.
Yeah, it's I'm my thing was like it wasn't like the cost of everything. It's just that if I had taken steps to make it better, I knew that I would be so obsessed. Like every time I look at mirror, I'd be like, "Oh my god, can I tell it's a fucking hair plan? Can I? Does it show if I do this?" And I like when I talk to someone and they look at my hair, I'd be like, "Oh my god, dude, do they know? Did they just fucking figure out that I did it?" I would be so lost in insecurity and like worried that people are gonna find out that I did it and stuff that I would not be happy. So I'd rather be bold and
And also, it's gonna be a, like, I don't know, not my place, but it's just my, how do you say it?
not your place is
Observation.
a good start.
That Sarp was very obsessed with his hair back then, and it's
Yeah.
such a good thing to see him just be, be happy with himself like this. He literally overcome his, what's the word for it, like,
Fear. My worst
Yeah,
fear has
yeah.
happened. Jamal
Yeah.
knows it too. Jamal remembers my lustrous hair.
Yeah, yeah, you had like lion's mane.
Yeah.
It was all long and yeah, it was. Yeah,
insecurity.
that's
Yeah,
what
that's the word I was looking for. The panda. Thank you.
Insecurity. Security. Can we have some insecurity, please?
no security in here.
Dr. Purity, Purity.
Yeah, here, here.
Zack Snyder is bold.
Let me get a coffee. I gotta get outside.
Oh fuck! I need a coffee too. But I'm sitting down, man. How are you gonna sit back up while you are staying down and comfortable? You know, just
Oh,
wanna
yeah,
stay
that's
like that.
That's a catch 22, man. I want to move, I don't want to move. Ah, shit.
Yeah.
The weather is amazing right now, and I should really go out just to like experience a good weather. I think I'm gonna go to a shisha place and then work from there just to have some experience with the sun.
I need to work as well, Sarp. So if you wanna chat on Discord, do work, I'm up for it.
I would love to do that, except you're not gonna be able to hear me.
Is the new shisha place just as loud as the previous one?
It isn't. It's a lot more quiet, and the shisha is a lot better. But it's not inside. It's inside. I wanna be on the sun.
Oh, Oh.
I-
No.
Patty, go on
So
patty.
just get a fucking good headphones, man.
It's
What's wrong
not
with you?
because of that. Also, I have very shitty headphones right now, to be honest. I've given
yeah.
up. Although I have a cable one now that might work better, maybe.
I have bought a new headphones art because my like the headphones we used was just the small ones you listen to while running, listening to music in small bursts. The one I purchased, the battery lasts around 3 days, and it has like it's a Bluetooth headphone, over ear headphone, and also has a cable that it connects to the phone and the computer when you want to use it that way. And it has noise cancellation. I highly suggest something like this.
Send it to me, but I've lost my previous one. It didn't like break or
It's a
anything.
huge one, dude. You won't lose it. I hope so. You know. Let me send it to you.
Wait, before I get
I
into
have
this,
I have bought a book called Mistborn. Heard it was a really good fantasy book. Have you read it?
no.
Um, there you go.
Do you have any tips for someone who wants to get into animations just for gaming? Maybe some course recommendations, Blender. First, don't decide what software you're gonna use based on what you wanna do. Look at the company that you want to work on eventually, and then learn what they're doing. Because if you want to work in Insomniac, which uses Maya, and then you learned how to do game animation in Blender, it's just a bit of a waste of time. The skill does transfer, but just make sure whatever you want to work on uses the software that you're already like practicing and getting better at. It used to be that all the gaming stuff was done in 3D Studio Max for some god awful reason. I don't think it's a thing anymore. But I had done like a test for Gameloft and they forced me to use 3D Studio Max. That was so weird. That was a program that I thought I would never have to use. Were you saying something, Berg? Were you doing something or sending something? Did I imagine that?
Yes, I sent you the headphones.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it says like a little things on the. Does this work on your phone, Berg?
Yes, it does.
That's cool. I don't like it though. Like I don't like. I like having it in my ear. I don't want to have like a massive
I
thing
know,
over my head.
I know. I love that too, but the battery was a problem for me. While working, I constantly had my earphones in, and I had to put them onto the case to charge them, and I hated them. That's why I
Yeah,
switched
putting.
it.
I don't like that either. To putting it on the case to charge
Yeah.
it.
But after using it for a long time, my ears are kinda very sensitive. Even if I sleep on like a bed with a little harder, I guess, pillows, my ears hurt a lot. And these earphones are very small on the ears, like they stay on top of the ear, not cover it, you know? And that might give you a little bit more, uh, like after long usage, it might hurt you. I'm not sure.
Yeah, to be honest, even the small ones, if you put it on for too long, it does hurt. Like
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
in the office on Friday and I've had the headphones on my ear the whole day, and at the end of the day, it was hurting, and I forgot that it used to be like that, and I hadn't done it in so long. But yeah, I definitely don't wanna be carrying a massive thing when I'm outside.
It's not that massive, to be honest with you, because it kinda holds in on itself.
But can you fit it in your jacket pocket?
Oh no! You have to like
I don't have a bag all
carrying
the
a
time.
bag.
No, I
You don't have a bag all the time? What happened to you? Are you okay?
I've been doing so much streaming stuff. I've decided to like maybe not have an emergency drawing pack with me all the time anymore, because I'm already
Okay,
doing
okay.
enough. You know, I'm
Uh-huh.
doing so much. Plus nowadays, whenever I go out, I'm with Justina if I'm out. So I try not to do that. Because if I
Makes
have the
sense.
iPad with me and we're out with Justina, usually Justina steals the iPad to draw instead of me.
Normal.
You know what? I think it can fit into your jacket pocket.
The iPad?
No, these headphones. I just took them out and look at them. Okay, I'm gonna send you a photo. Wait, I'm not gonna be able to hear you.
There's a small iPad that's as strong but with like smaller screen. It's crazy that actually like fits into a lot of things.
All right.
iPod.
I'm gonna grab a tea. I'll jump off, but I'll be lurking around in chat.
Cool, man.
Yeah, so I'll be with you, but in spirit.
Cool.
Sar, Burke, chat, have a good day.
Bye,
Enjoy, be
Gamal.
well, be safe, stay blessed.
See you later,
Burke.
dudes.
Sar. All right, peace. Ciao.
G Mall.
Are you leaving, Jamal?
I think he
Hello?
left already.
Oh, okay. I've sent you the photo.
Well, it looks like your hand is in perspective, so I can't tell.
No, it's just right above it.
Okay. Yeah, it still won't fit. I mean, you can have like one part looping out, which wouldn't work for me because it always rains here.
Oh shit, okay.
Wow, nice PS5.
Thank you.
Ah. I didn't even notice. I really want to play Returnal with you.
I have purchased Returnal, man.
You didn't need to, but okay.
No, I didn't purchase it. It's on the
Yeah.
subscription.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I did purchase it. I'm an idiot.
I played a couple of runs. I haven't did a lot of things because I finished Ratchet and Clank, by the way.
Yeah.
I
Nice
just
one.
hope it wasn't as kid-friendly as it was. Maybe a little bit harder and a little bit more serious. Not too much.
I wouldn't
the-
expect that series to be serious and not kid friendly, but I would have really enjoyed it if it was at least a little bit harder. It was just so easy.
Yeah. And the dialogues were just too cheesy. Like, I think kids can handle it a little bit more. You know.
Art style wise and dialogue
Definitely
stuff. I don't mind it too much. It's what I expect from cartoons.
Yeah.
But
Well, it was a really fun game. I loved it.
I'm surprised you finished that.
Me too, man. Me too. Me too. But it wasn't that long of a game, to be honest with you. I haven't done lots of side quests, so maybe that's why.
I also haven't done like all the side quests or something like that in that game.
Well, I'm gonna go play some games now. Take care. Have
Because we
fun.
mentioned PlayStation and now we lost you.
No, I was gonna play Apex Legends with Khan.
Khan?
Yeah,
Zeno?
from the no, the other
Oh.
one.
I don't know the other one. Which one's the other one?
You know the other
The
one.
musician
we played
one.
Overwatch with them.
Obligato.
Yes.
Yeah, I know him. I just remember him more with his like nickname.
Yeah. Yep. Anyways, have fun, guys. Take care.
Alright. Bye
Bye.
bye. Actually, I think I'm gonna go as well because I really wanna enjoy the sun before it's too late. I can continue this in my iPad. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alright, thank you for coming to the stream. Sorry it's a short one today, but the weather is so nice and I haven't been out in so long. Just wanna experience that. Right, see you guys later. Bye bye. Thanks for coming. If you have any animations, remember to send it into art feedback. And yeah, thank you. Have a good day and take care and bye bye. 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 All right. Bye.